everybody, welcome back to Mother's Ruin, where it's very, very bright and very, very early. The car and I, made it out here this morning. The river's down, there'll be a video separate. It's very, very wet, but just I've come through the gate, I've come up the hill. I'll probably drive to where the tractor's parked and then walk the rest just to see how wet it is. I don't have a lot of tread on my tyres, there's some new ones coming, and I don't really feel like getting bogged today, so let's go for a wander. So this is the secondary tree patch. Everything looks to have survived, all the tree surrounds are still on. There's definitely been some water through here. As you can see, it's still pretty wet over here. The water comes down through this area and heads off over there. Trees are all... Here's one of the purple acacias, looking pretty good. They're all still chipping away. When I took all the dirt and the rocks off of this area, obviously made it, more erosion friendly, so I'll let the grass re-establish itself and just mow it. Here's the broken tree. You won't be able to see it very well, but there's one broken tree. It's down there, it's still in the ground, still looks like it's got some growth. Oh, this one here, look at this one going gangbusters. Look at that, looking good. So yeah, so this patch looks pretty good. Beautiful morning, like clean air, but mare's tails in the sky. There's more rain coming. It's quite cool this morning, but the sun is beautiful. So we'll move the car and we'll check the tractors and we'll go for a walk. So everything looks like it's still in place, even after all the rain. Trevor's still covered in mud from when I got him bogged. I'll maybe clean that one day. Looks like my toolbox is going to be full of mud. So the rain must have come from over there, landed there, and put all the mud there. We're going to clean that up. Not today. Loader looks good, everything's still on it. The seat's had a couple of days to dry. I'll come out and use that a bit later today. And then Herbie's buried. See if we can see him. Where's my finger? There's Herbie, back in there. So they all look good, reassuring. Don't have a lot of stuff out here, but it'd be nice to know someone's not going to knock it off. Righto, well, we'll bust a move through the creek. Oh, we should go this way. We'll go this way and check out the causeway I built. Back in a sec. Alright, so the dirt and the rocks from the silver dollar patch that I took off I put here because there was a very steep entryway and I'm trying to limit the roads that I have, and seems to have made a little dam, which is fine. The water's still going through. I'll keep an eye on it. I might need to dig it out and put a pipe in, but the water has done what water does and fill it up and run through, and it's found its own little happy place, but it's pretty soft. I don't think I'll drive through there for a few days. And my road up here is a bit washed out, but again, it'll firm up. We'll get some traffic on it, we'll let the grass grow again, and we'll just keep it neat and tidy. Big rock there to kill my slasher every now and then with. Alright, the silver dollar gums look like they're all still covered up, which is good. Had a little bit of water come down through here, but again, that's what rain does. It falls from the sky and runs downhill. These are actually almost going to need a drink in the next day or two. Thursday night, Friday, Sunday, Monday. It's 4 days since they last got a drink. It's 2 days till the next drink. But I'll ponder that. I'll see how warm it gets today. I'm close to some of the trees in this row. Actually popping out the top. Check this one out. Magnificent looking. So, pretty happy. Everything here is good. A few bamboo stakes might need propping up. The other thing we got last week was a lot of wind, but these look like they've survived. So, all right, let's move on. Big walk today. Try and shake out a few aches and pains from yesterday's grand final win. So one of my jobs last week was to rip these lines in the ground. You can see here, this is this waterway along the back that we're avoiding. It's still got water coming out of it. And it looks like these rip lines might have done their job. And their job to start with is just to get moisture in the ground, but it's also to slow the flow of the water down the hill. So the reason I'm running the rows for the trees across the slope, so yeah, I'll call it across the slope, is so that the water doesn't flow through here. It'll hit each row of trees and soak in. So happy days, very happy with that one. And you can see here the water's run down the slope, hit this and then slowed. It's about maximising all the water. It looks like I might have a dozer here soon, which would be nice. There's some dust here. Someone must have just drove past. I must have missed it. Or it's steam. Not sure. It's weird. Anyway, oh, here we go. Here's a prime example of why we rip the lines, because it catches the water. Although that's where I nearly got the tractor bogged. So I won't be driving the tractor through here for a couple of weeks. It's very, very damp. Next stop, rehab trees. Looking very special. All the covers are still on. And they won't need a drink. Like I said last week, I'm only planning on watering these once a week at best, and that's just to keep them going. Alright, let's see if we can find our turtle. So the dam's not overflowing, because that's the overflow there, but that's my measuring stick. And I think, and I'll check the footage from a couple of weeks ago, I think I had about 600 mil of clearance before the rain last week, so it's still flowing in. I can still hear it coming in here. But that's the fullest we've seen it. So yeah, there's the stick and there's the overflow. So another 40 mil on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday this week, and this dam should go over, which will be very special. So everything in the top half still looks good. Starting to get some weeds grow back in these tree beds, so I'll turn them over. Well, I was going to do it this week, but don't know if I'm brave enough to put a tractor in there yet. We'll see how we go. Might do it tomorrow before it rains. I need to come and do these ones again, but again, I'm just reluctant to get in there when it's this soft. So trees down here look really good. I don't know if you can see them yet, but if you watch carefully, you can actually see the gladdies poking up between the trees. They look magnificent. So we'll wander down through there. This side's looking good as well. This is one of the spots I got the tractor bogged. Again, I won't go in there for a couple of days, but yeah, looking good. All right, so at first glance, it appears all the tree surrounds survived the wind, so there's a positive. And if we have a look down inside here, a few weeds to pull. All the junipers are looking good. But the big story of the day is have a look at the gladdies. Look at them, huge. So part of the gladdie process is grow some flowers, sell them to some people we know, and then make some money. But they're monstrous. And it looks like, apart from the one that got smashed the other day, they've survived the birds. Got some new ones coming up. Oh, here comes the wind again, just because I'm making a video. Got some new ones on this row, but I'm only planting these single between the trees in this row. Pull some weeds. The weeds are going strong. I mean, look at the new growth on that. That looks very special. So the gladdies are going strong. Just charge it up out of the ground. So this is the busted one from the other day. I'm hoping it shoots again. I've still got a weed problem, this purple thing. I do not know what this purple thing is, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out how I get rid of it. Or if I can get rid of it. So, alright, everything out here looks pretty good. Gonna walk back up to the car. Might start a tractor and just drive around for a while and see how soft it is. But oh, rain gauge. Rain gauge is over there. I'll get to that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Everything looks good. Remaining on track for the move from winter to spring to summer. See you next time. So one of the risks with pulling the weeds out is that you pull the tree out with it. So I've got to put this one back in. I've only got one hand, so I won't get this on camera. Righto, weed out, tree in, looking magnificent. Gave it a bit of a drink, put the cover back on, and away we go. So the sky is definitely supporting that there is more rain on the way. Alright, so it's 3.5 days since it rained. I don't know how much water is going to be in this gauge. Sorry, I'll get the rain gauge back in the camera. Put that bit down there. So there's some in here. So let's call it 14 mil in that. There's definitely some more. Let's call that, 13. 14 and 13 was 27, last time I checked. Let's call that another 14. That makes 41. And 9. There's 50, which is what pretty much everyone in the district had. So 50 mil of rain, so 2 inches in about 15 hours, because it started late Thursday and it stopped before dawn on Friday. And everything got wet and the dam's full, and happy days. So there you go. All right, see you next time. Come back again, and here comes the rain. Like all these clouds, 2 days from now, it's going to be raining again. Bring it on. So you might not be able to pick him very well. Flying around up in here, he's one of our wedge-tailed eagles that lives up the back in the hills. He's just cruising around, looking for some food before it rains. Well, I knew it was too good to be true today, but that's clearly been broken for a while, and I've just finished it off. Probably 5 minutes from done with the grater blade for the foreseeable future, but now I have to find one of those. Actually, I'd find 2 of those and see if I can get some longer ones. I don't know. Anyway, always having a good time. See you later.